literally the hardest
Like
session.
that's a 2, I don't remember.
That
you
is
talking
literally
about
right
the
now.
numbers.
Yeah, that's literally right now.
Okay.
So they, so I was like, all right. So I just went, can everybody hear me? And they all said, yeah, but I was like yelling, man.
Right.
Shouting. So I had to shout for like 15 minutes straight until they finally were like, oh, we figured out how to get the mic to work.
After they realized you weren't getting on the stage.
Exactly. Because I was like, you can't do that to me. I won't do it. But I blew my voice out. I had 3 more events in the next 6 days.
Wow.
That was rough, man.
Wow.
That was rough. But I was like, I'm not gonna fall for that shit.
They tried to get you there. It was close.
Man.
It was close.
Nope. All right, so this is the crew at the end here. Looks like. All right, we got folks coming back in here too. All right, awesome. So first of all, appreciate everybody here. Like I really do. I mean that. Like, one of the reasons I try to learn everybody's name is so that I can like actually start that relationship building that we're doing. You know what I mean? Because like I believe fully that I'm going to see you all when I come back next time. I'm going to see you when we're, whether it's Vegas or Atlantic City or whatever. I know I'm going to see you all again. At least I believe that I'll see most of you all again, and I hope that I'll see all of you all. Because like I said before, folks that come to an event like this on a Saturday and they stick around through the end. And actually, Mike, you want to do me a favor? Brooke did not do. Brooke is probably out there talking with everybody else. Grab me, hold him in.
I can get him.
You go. Yeah. When somebody volunteers,
I'll be like,
I got a voice too. I'll go.
No, now we get everybody out of the room.
You got too many out there. Let's let them
Now
out.
everybody
A lot of people
left.
left.
yeah, he gone. Hey, Brooke.
Oh, I
Brooke's
said-
coming down.
All right, Brooke's coming in. All right, go. I'm like, what happened to Brooke, man? Brooke ain't even out there.
Yeah, he disappeared on us.
Brooke, if you
No,
decide
that's-
There ain't nobody left. I'm
All right,
sorry.
cool. No, all good then. All I know is I heard this guy's voice the other. Like, what's he doing out there? All right.
Yeah.
I get caught up.
No, you good. You
I
good.
get caught up.
It's like that sometimes.
the door fucking one time.
Hit the door.
Yeah. Let's not play. I had to. We was in class. I was doing something like that. You know that.
Yeah, I would have done something like that. I'd be the ignorant with my glass.
I did the old man thing.
All right. So,
So,
if I get everybody's attention again, let's see, we're going to close things up now. So, again, like I said, I really appreciate you all being here. I appreciate the welcomeness. It always means a lot to me because I don't, I'm not from here, right? This is not my home. I'm coming in your home, basically. And so it means a lot to me. I've been living fairly nomadically for about 25 years. And so whenever I go anywhere, I always go in trying to make sure, like, is it okay for me to be here? You know what I mean?
As long as you bring gifts.
There you go, right? I bring myself,
You brought gifts.
Yeah, there we go. I try, I used to bring weed, right?
You still bring gifts. Yeah, why'd you use it, man?
Used to because life has changed a lot, right? But I try to, but the thing is, it's still weed that's fueling me across this country, right? It's just taking on a different shape. I was saying something earlier to Mike and Tim here, that whatever you're doing now, whatever you think you're doing now, whatever your plan is now, recognize that some of you may still be on the same exact thing a couple years from now, and some of you also, it may shift entirely, and that's okay. Either way, right? The journey is the journey, and our path is our path, right? And some of our paths are going to be very, very like this, and some of them are going to be straight lines with a lot of bumps in the middle, right? But either way, it's all good, There was one other thing I wanted to mention, and I totally keep forgetting it every single time. I'm going to blame it on Brooke.
That's not the flow, man.
Right? No, I love M4M. I absolutely love M4M. The state directors for M4M have been a godsend along this tour, have really been a big part of helping welcome me into a place. A lot of love for M4M. All right, so at this point in time now, we're going to go ahead and start sharing the things that we wrote down, because another habit that I feel very strongly about as far as leading towards success is speaking things into existence. Mm-hmm. When we say it, right, even if we say it even just in our own car by ourselves, that still has power. When we say it to that accountability partner, that adds power. When we say it in a whole group of people that are aligned, well, now we have a lot more power, right?
Sort of like doing affirmations.
Absolutely. Similar type concept, right? It's that energy that gets behind it, right? The collective energy. Like I said earlier, I should have mentioned this earlier too, I mentioned that we've done 18 of these this year. We did about 15 of them last year. There's literally been over 1,000 people at these events now, hundreds of speakers, right? Like, all of that's behind all of us, right? Like, in a good way, behind, not like past, but like, that's all at our backs right now. We have thousands of people just in this tour alone, but then we connect folks that go to this tour that also go to this other workshop and this other conference and this other event and this other, I think I heard something on the 17th here. Now you're thinking about that network and that connectivity, right? There's so many of us. That collective power is huge. And when we speak into existence things within these networks and stuff like that, right? We also have everybody else's energy collectively pushing us in the right direction too. So, with that said, now it's sharing time. So those of you that actually wrote the stuff down because you followed that kind of a habit, recognizing the power of writing those things down in the first place, I'm gonna go ahead and now open up the floor up to share. So let's see, go ahead and share. You don't have to share your whole list. Probably shouldn't because otherwise be here for like one person thing the last 20 minutes. But go ahead and share. Right? That's okay. Well, yeah. So go ahead and share one of the things on your list.
Okay, so
Francisco, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the weekly goal is to talk to my parents about getting a job and doing research about it. That's my weekly goal for every day. It's not just for one day, just every day for the weekly. Then my monthly goal is to get a job. And then my buddy that I talk to, like on a day-to-day basis, like you said, would be my boy JB. And then I'd say that my 3 takeaways were to learn how to grow, like not like learn how to grow, but more like get the knowledge and get prepared to do it. Then just stand up for what you believe in. That's another takeaway I took away from here. And then another one was you wouldn't get anything done if you didn't say anything. You just close your mouth like they're talking about.
He gave us the whole visual and everything too, right?
Yeah.
So one thing I'll throw out there for your goal about getting the job, right? Just gonna throw out there. And look, sometimes we write a goal down, then we have to shift that goal as we start going down the route for that goal, right?
Right.
Because like it might be get a job in this sector, but then we go into that sector, we realize this sector is more open. So my point is this: write down something more specific in that. Other than just get a job.
Trimmer then.
Yeah, whatever it is, right? Trimmer, or at a certain type of company.
Trade, so I want to be like starting from the bottom to the top, basically.
Yeah.
Way to do it.
So write down that specific thing, go after that, and then just keep going until you get the thing, right? So I know whenever I talk to you next, you're gonna have gotten that job because I can tell.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
I got support right here.
100%. So yeah, thank you, Francisco. You got support right here, and you got support everywhere out there too, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
All
100%.
my support, man.
100%.
Yeah, can I go next?
Yeah, absolutely, Tim, what do you
Short,
got?
sweet, to the point.
Yeah.
3 takeaways would be networking, having a solid team behind you, and I am interested in just using the SMART goals acronym concept and the atomic goals. I really want to look into that book.
Nice, Atomic Habits.
Yeah, atomic
Yep.
habits, yeah, that's it. My 1 week SMART goal is to get more involved in advocacy. My 1 month would be getting further in schooling and just overall education in the industry. And I guess my accountability partner would be my best friend since 7th grade. He's very supportive of everything I do and like-minded.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, man. One thing I'll throw out there for that get more involved,
Yeah.
be specific of what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, write that down, that specificity around it. That makes it a lot easier to put it on the calendar and then get it done.
Right on.
Awesome. And I'm saying this to everybody, right? Like when we say things like get more involved, do more, whatever it is, right? That's hard to put that on the calendar. And
It's
if you don't put it on the
too
calendar,
broad.
it's too broad. If it doesn't get calendared, it doesn't get done, right? So whatever, whatever you're coming up with, it needs to be something you could literally put on your, I literally put every one of my tasks on my calendar. And then that's how I get them all done, because they go on the calendar. And if I put it on the calendar and it's too vague, well, I know I gotta change the language around it. So, awesome, who wants to share?
I'll go.
Mike?
3 takeaways, team. I have this like false mindset that like if I have the best plants, I took the best cuts, I took the most pictures, put them on Facebook, I'll be able to blow this thing up on my own. And that's like the first thing from the truth that I picked up today. Like I need an accountant, I need to figure out the law side, I need the business side. I got a little bit of idea of business, but I don't know nothing like, some of the other people that were talking. You know what I mean? So I'm somewhere with like minds, which was awesome. Sometimes I get this thing where I'm like, I don't fit in here. I can't talk about weed with these people, or you know what I mean? I felt good being here. And then I have an idea on a macro level, but I need to gain insight and education on like a micro level of how this thing really works. And I like how you were comparing it to an ecosystem. I always get kind of stuck on growing, you know, but like, there's a whole ecosystem around it. There's nutrients, there's people, everything. So, like, my 1 week is send follow-up emails to everyone that I connected with and start building a network. My 1 month is learn about 3 to 5 of these groups and find out who I align with. And my accountability partner is my wife, Sam.
Awesome. Love it. Yep, he's already helping you out with that, right? Awesome, I love it. All right, who else wants to share? Somebody from this side of the room now.
I can share mine.
All right, Quentin, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let me see. So I wrote, so my takeaways were, the big thing that stood out to me was when, what was the lady's name that was on the?
Nicole.
When Nicole talked about how, which departments, was gonna be, you know, in charge of what, so how she said that the Department of Development would be in charge of the certification, I think that actually might have been Kat that said that. And then, but she said, how the Job and Family Services be in charge of like the social equity part, or was that you too, Kat? I was writing notes about everybody, but, so those two things, and then the sign-on letter, like when you were talking about that, I'm very interested in that. And how we can come together to be able to push that, so those were my takeaways. And, so my 1 week SMART goal was just to continue to build on my business plan, because I actually have partners in Tulsa, Oklahoma who already have a dispensary. And we're looking to like maybe start another franchise here with their dispensary, because they're doing really well and the business concept is amazing behind it. So I just want to continue to build on that plan. And then my one more SMART goal was to actually get with them and start just kind of putting together like a pre-application. So I want to just start like just looking into how I can start like kind of just packaging information so that way I am prepared, you know, whenever you know, the application period begins. And then my accountability partner is one of my best friends and business partners, Steve Locke. And again, they're the co-owners of the Motherland. I don't know if you all ever heard of Motherland in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but it's a dispensary there. So that's my accountability partner.
Awesome, man. Thank you. That's beautiful. Now we're gonna go back to Tulsa. I'll go to Tulsa and Motherland, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Absolutely. I've been to Tulsa just one time. Oklahoma City, actually, when Oklahoma opened up, I went and got my residency down there.
Okay.
So I had the Oklahoma driver's license for years. Just didn't work out for me with the industry down there. But I love Oklahoma. A lot of warm people there.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So let's see, Brooke. Why don't you share, Brooke? What do you got for us, Brooke?
What I took away from this is, you know, a lot of people misunderstand the industry. You know, they look at the industry as one thing, it's a work, or it's all work, but they're looking at the aspect of the money aspect and not the advocacy aspect of it. And that's what I see. You know, otherwise, other way, they don't know how to get to the advocacy. Or they're afraid to touch the advocacy. The advocacy of the industry is the backbone of the industry at this point. And with us having that knowledge of being able to step in and talking to people that we would never even talk to, regardless of what we do, you know, we gotta break out of that shell. Because you're not gonna get what you want until you do it.
Those guys don't get fed, absolutely.
All right.
All right, how about up here? Monique or Mo, sorry, or Yoey, either of you want to share?
I can share 3 takeaways. I don't have my paper up, but my 3 takeaways were you have to advocate. You have to advocate, you know, for what you believe in, to work off your strengths and your talents. And you can't do, well, you can do it alone, but you won't move mountains alone. You want to work with like-minded people. That's what I got for my 3 takeaways.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
On the note of strengths, I'm a big fan of something called Strengths Finder. Anybody familiar with that?
No.
Kat is? Ty is? Yep. Strengths Finder, all right, Anita, right?
Yep.
Strengths Finder, it's an assessment and it's a book. The book itself takes like an hour to read, all right? It's a great read just on its own. But they also have an assessment that takes, I think it's like about 20-minute assessment, 180 questions, something like that. It's based on 35 years of Gallup research, and they researched all these leaders across the world, right? And they went and interviewed all of them, thinking they were gonna find like, what's the one trait that's common amongst all of them, right? Are they all great public speakers? Are they great strategists? No. The thing they found was that great leaders figure out what their strengths are and lead from there. They develop the hell out of their strengths. And so they identified 34 strengths that were unique, and they give you your top 5. Personally, so now they have, like, you can get all 34 strengths ranked and everything. You can pay for that assessment. Personally, I recommend just get the top 5. I still have not gotten my full 34 or whatever it is, because the human inclination is going to be to start focusing on those bottom 5, especially in our society, which focuses on that, on, like, you know, get your weaknesses shored up. My belief is get those 5 top strengths and run with that and, like, you know, own that. And also, this is great for team building type stuff. When I took this assessment a few years ago, me and one of my business partners at the time, we didn't get along great, but like we were best friends, you know, for years, right? But we didn't get along great when we were on the business stuff. And when we took the assessment, we looked at it and we're like, oh shit, that's why. It's like because our natural inclination, our natural strengths are over here and over here. And when we realized that they complemented each other really well, we then accelerated how well we did together. So, you know, it's a book, it's a movement, it's a lot of different things, but StrengthsFinder 2.0, it's like $15-20 or something like that. Get your top 5, and you can also have your teammates take it. You can have employees and staff take it as well. You know, it's a very helpful assessment. So yeah, anything you want to add?
No, I would say we're actually doing this with a group in Chicago on the 22nd, but if you want a free version, just to get right into the door, high5test.com. High five, HIGH number 5 test.com. You can go ahead, you know, visit that and get some quick strengths, but the Strength Finder is definitely something that you want to get after.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, you can even take the free assessment and then go, you know, get that book and still read that. Like, it's just a great kind of way of thinking about things differently. There's Leadership 2.0 or Strengths-Based Leadership, I think that's the name of the book. That breaks things down even further and really teaches you how to use it as a leader of your company or your organization, how to kind of like lead from a strengths-based place. Lisa?
Also, for those that weren't CSC students or graduates, we offer a free advocacy course. So you can go to cscschools.edu and you'll get a free advocacy course and a free history course. So you'll learn all about what you need before you get involved.
And actually, the faculty member on that was Brian Adams, who was supposed to be here.
Yes.
He's the faculty giving you that advocacy work. So.
Yes.
Brian is really funny, y'all. He's very cool.
Really knowledgeable.
Yeah, he's knowledgeable and very cool.
Nice.
I love him.
I've only had a couple of conversations with him. I was very bummed when he wasn't able to make it last minute. I apologize to anybody that was expecting to see him here today. He just had to make you know, conflict that didn't make it work. But I'm looking forward to getting to meet him because I just heard nothing but great things about Brian, and the conversations I've had have been great. So yeah, Brian Adams, shout out to him. So let's see, we got time for 2 more people. Who wants to share? All right,
I'll go.
Ashley?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so my 3 takeaways are advocacy, building connections, and then I also came up with some new business ideas. My 1-week SMART goal is to attend the Midwest Canna Women's event next weekend and just kind of establish more connections. And then my 1-month SMART goal is that if I don't hear anything from Ty or Kat or anyone about the sign-on letter, I'm gonna follow up with them to see what we can do to get the ball rolling.
That's my next takeaway, accountability.
Awesome. All right, one more person today. Who's going to share? Who's one more person sharing here today? Tina, right?
Yes.
All right.
Takeaways. You know, I came to CSC just for the school, the knowledge, and in awe of the community and the mentorship. It's pretty amazing. I read a lot, so thank you for the book. And then I'm going to try to attend that event on the 17th as well. I don't really have anybody, so I'm a medical professional, and I don't really have anybody to hold me, I guess, accountable. Nobody really wants to hear about cannabis, I think, like, in my world right now. There's people that smoke it and, you know, like, enjoy it, but not somebody that I can, like, talk to on a different level. So I'm still looking for that, but the school will be that for me in the interim. Yeah, it was just very
One resource that comes to mind is ACAM.
Is he giving her that accountability partner?
Oh, awesome. Are you familiar with ACAM?
No.
Does anyone know the acronym? Kat, do you know the acronym?
The Association for Cannabis Health Equity Movement.
Yes, that's it. Dr. Rachel Knox is one of the founders of ACAM. That might be an organization you might be able to find some accountability partners through. And also other information and network and other support in other ways. It's a lot of medical professionals that are really focused on the health equity movement within cannabis. Doctors, nurses, a lot of different folks like that.
What was the acronym?
ACHEM.
We can introduce you to Dr. Ledbetter the moment we get out here. We'll just send you an email, copy you into that work.
Okay, fantastic, thank you.
Awesome, absolutely. And that reminds me again, remember, I will share the contact list after this today. I'll try to get to it today or tomorrow, somewhere in the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
And if you don't want your name on there, your list on there, or your email on there, just let me know, I'll take it off. But otherwise, I'll share it out so everybody has the ability to continue to follow up with each other,
Who
right?
doesn't want it on there? Let me know now, because I'm trying to send something to everybody.
Yeah, and also, yeah, feel free to reach out and use it, just don't spam everybody, right?
Yeah.
And don't be that guy. All right, so that said, everybody, thank you again. Really appreciate you here. The main message I get from here today is just continue to plug in with each other, continue to figure out how to just continue to create more synergy in the state. And look, advocacy, it's not gonna, do it itself, right? And business doesn't get developed unless we make those goals and create that business support structure around us. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I look forward to the next time we're here in Cleveland. Thank you so much for being here.
If anybody's looking to join an advocacy group, come on, get the QR code, scan and join today.
Thank you. We'll definitely cross paths. Your email, everything.
Okay, I'm gonna put this over there because I want to take pictures.
There you go.
Take a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start planning that out, so we just make some adjustments.
But I'm gonna get the CSC in the back, right?
I appreciate that.
Good to see you. You still want to take the picture, man?
I see you looking. I see you looking. I'm about to get out of here. I was like, we gotta go, baby, go. Little gang about to come on, bro. I'm tired.
I got it. No, not yet.
Oh, you got this one right there.
Here, Tim, what do you think?
Hang on, one more at a time. Let me get some nice to meet you. Take care. Yes, we will. We definitely will.
Yes. You want my info? Yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Hey, walk on me.
All of these ideas, thanks to you.
What was your name?
Ashley.
Okay, Ashley.
Nice to meet you.
You want an email too?
Yes.
Put you on that email.
Just write, want me to write it down? Okay, I'll write it, because my last name is really Gaddy.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
You want one?
And you can see the Cleveland School Cannabis in the background, right?
All right, ready?
Nope, I can find it.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Thank
And
you.
this is yours.
Thank you. And then Ty, it was a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your story. Definitely connect with you. So thank you.
Sure, I'm gonna be dropping you an email shortly.
Okay, thank you.
In the email, we'll have like a list of all the companies.
Yeah, I'll make sure he'll do that. I'll just put the name of the company.
Nice to meet you, Ashley. Good luck.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Because I know a lot of folks want to just be able to reach out and connect with those companies.
Yeah, I was gonna go around and take photos of the flyers and stuff. So,
He probably has them all listed somewhere, man.
sounds good. All right, thank you, man.
Thanks for coming, man.
This won't be the last time. I'll definitely stay in contact.
All right.
Perfect.
Nice meeting you as well. Thanks for everything.
That's why I had everybody, that's why I had you sign everything.
I'm glad you came with us. We need more of
I can spell, you never know, I might end up. I need to change my,
Make sure you guys sign it.
Well, yeah, if you want to join us, this might be some of these
I mean, obviously not sitting there taking notes, but I was.
Right.
Talk about work. Nothing you talk about is school.
Right.
You never can make money. Exactly. It's nice to see that. You know what I'm saying? We talk about that like that,
See, I remember.
We're at the forefront of something that somebody has to do with the judgment in order to get it to the next level.
and I saw that, I was very into like, oh yes,
Exactly. Like they asked
Are you like in line to talk to him? I'm not, I was just looking at those. I wasn't trying to cut you.
no, you're totally fine.
Cool, I haven't done Let me get you Dr. Ledbetter's email so you can connect with her.
Okay, that would be
Real quick.
fantastic. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Tina, right?
Yes.
I'll have your email and everything already.
Okay, all right, so you just send it out?
Yeah, I'll do it before I even leave here. I'll just copy you into it and then let her know.
Okay.
that you connect.
Thank you so much. It's the first time meeting you, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
You came there to CSC?
I came for the orientation and I signed up for the program. So you'll see more.
For sure.
Well, I missed the whole thing. My goodness, I wanted to go so bad. I think I registered like 4 times just to make sure that I could come here.
Your last name Bell?
Martinez.
Martinez? Okay.
Yeah, so I actually graduated in 2021 or 2020, one of the two. And I just wanted to like ask you like a couple things because I did the executive program and I didn't have a graduation, you know, I didn't, and I believe that there's more courses in that program than there was when I took it.
Would you graduate?
2020 or 2021, one of the two. I just want to like talk about like if there's anything we can do for me to like take those like because I'm a general manager right now, not in the cannabis industry, but also I didn't get any help to get a job in the cannabis industry when I graduated from here. Like nobody helped me with anything.
Did you come to the career fairs?
I don't even know.
Yeah, we have career fairs like once a quarter where we bring all the jobs out, and usually only like 12 students come. And then
No, like I don't. Well, when I was here, I don't think they were doing that.
maybe not quarterly. Who was here? Who was the person you were? Was it Yoshiko?
Yes.
All right, maybe.
She's not here anymore.
No, she's not here anymore.
Yeah,
But
no,
we do them every
she
quarter
was
now.
bad at communication with me. That's why it was like she was really bad at communication. Because she was the person that used to help me, like you know, with the job searching and the resume and everything. Which I'm pretty good at my resume. Like my resume looks good. I haven't added the general management part on it yet, but like. I don't know, like I want to talk about, I want to like actually talk about this instead of like having like a 5-minute conversation and then you'd be like, okay, I'll get back to you. Like, it's just been so long and I haven't been here in a long time. And I was here actually when it was the other building. I wasn't in
You
this
didn't,
building.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt, so then let's link and make sure we have that conversation because we can, like a lot of people, not a lot, but a few people are like, are you going to get us a job? And I'm like, no, we can't get you a job.
No,
but we
yeah,
can
and
let
I
you
don't
know
expect
what's
that.
happening and then if you're like, hey, this is the job I'm applying for, this is the person in charge, like, okay, let's call them and say there's somebody coming through that we know. We'll do stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But then you gotta kill the interview.
Right.
Then your job is to kill the interview after
It's your
that,
job to get the part.
Exactly.
I literally, I have an LLC in my name. I have a business, but I don't have the money for it yet.
Right.
I was just so ready to do it. I just made an LLC and I just did it, and it was the cannabis, related, like dispensary and grow operation. Like it's a pretty cool thing, and I still want to do it, but like I want to. Can I see? I know I can see online, but I want to see what courses that they take in the executive program now.
If you look online, all of them are there.
Because I know there's some in there that I didn't get to take.
Okay. I'm trying to think what course would be there.
I know that there's like the industrial hemp course.
We don't even offer that anymore.
You don't offer it anymore? It said that it was in there.
It was a while ago, but we took it away.
Okay.
The CBD comprehensive.
CBD comprehensive, that wasn't there.
That wasn't there.
That was definitely wasn't there.
I know there was more.
CBD comprehensive.
Processing was kind of just added a couple of years ago, but I don't know how long.
Some of the advanced processing.
I didn't do processing.
Yeah, we added some advanced processing, so you can be seeing some of those like
I
additional
wanna,
extraction courses.
because I did really good when I was here. Like I was very intrigued with the classes. Like literally, when it comes to cannabis, like I'm very focused on everything, and I want to know everything there is to know, especially about hemp. Because I'm very intrigued with hemp. I want to start like maybe
Well, you need to take processing then. You need to learn how to process
The
it.
thing is, like I graduated already, and that course wasn't in the executive program that I picked.
Right.
So I'm just wondering, like,
Do a minor still, right?
Because we have the minor courses that, like the processing minor courses that are available too.
but is it still how much is the executive program now?
7,500.
Well, that's also all the same.
7,500.
It's not live anymore.
Okay, yeah, so.
Like it was 12/5 when we were having people in class and faculty teaching them there, but now.
Well, I was in class and online. It was like back and forth.
No, it's not live anymore. Like when you were online, it was still live.
It's just self-paced.
Right, it's self-paced. So you go when you like so there's a faculty member talking.
Nobody comes.
The only time they come to school is when we're going to do like live learning. So we have these programs on weekends, like twice a month, where we bring everybody in and we go in a grow room and cut plants.
We didn't do that either. We never had our hands on actual marijuana.
Because you came to a school that was just getting started, right?
I know.
So now that we're moving, we are able to do stuff like that.
No, I
Like that's what we want.
$7,500. I paid double that. I walked in here with $5,000 in cash. He told me he couldn't take it, but he did the exception for me because it was just right there already, and I was like, I promise you, it's $5,000. So it was just like,
So let's start with the career services support that you're looking for. And then we can move on to, or we can start, we're talking about the courses that you're looking at, like, oh, I like that course.
Yeah, because I want to do the courses here, and I'm also working on taking like project management courses and like business as well, like on the side. I'm probably gonna do that on my own, not like at another school, just so I can not focus on 2 different schools at a time. But yeah, like I want to take all the courses. That's really, I feel like that's what the executive program should be.
It was, we were trying to have it that, but it just wasn't working.
Do you have like on hand anywhere like a list of all the courses that I can have like in paper?
I don't think we do it in paper form anymore. I might. Let me go check up front and see what we got. But we do so much digital now. So.
Quick question.
I'm not
The egg
Is that what
it's
See, like I brought my little bag.
Would you be able to see
And
my
like,
email as well?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go into the medical aspect.
oh, I also have a request.
Bianca Preston.
I wrote
Did you
on my
register
transcripts.
Yeah, I did. They checked me off, but I was late. I canceled and then I rescheduled.
But if your name is on there, I can have actually.
They had, can you have my name?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I do have my email though. I can just give it to you just in case.
I'm gonna bug Lisa, she's gonna be my silent accountability partner. She doesn't know that yet.
I'm like, it's literally my full name.
Bianca, that's B-I-A-N-C-A?
Yeah, dot A. Dot Preston.
So I did I got the minority scholarship. I wanted
All right,
it.
I'll copy
But I
yours
don't have a copy of
there
it,
and
and I want, like, do you guys have a copy?
get Doc with you.
Probably.
Yes.
Bianca
Okay,
dot A
and,
dot
okay,
Preston.
so this,
P-R-E-S-S-L-E-Y. Okay,
I'm so
yes,
stupid,
I just
and
wanna
I
make
ruined
sure.
my
I got you, make
transcript.
sure.
Perfect.
All right, I'm
Writing
gonna
it,
drop
keep
your email today.
doing.
You got it.
When it was granted, okay? I wrote pursuing because one of the transcripts said pursuing. So I thought it was supposed to say that.
Oh, so you changed it on the rest of it?
Yes, and it looked awful. It looked terrible.
How do we get an official transcript resent?
Where'd you get that from?
So I got all of these from, actually I reprinted like 2 of them.
Where'd you get it from?
Here.
No, like where? Like somebody printed it here?
Yes, when I got my my certificate. Are those the size of the certificates now? Oh my god, mine was huge.
You were executive.
Yeah, oh, the executive is bigger?
Executive.
Oh, I didn't know that, okay. But, like, I wrote,
You didn't come to graduation this year?
we didn't have a graduation.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't, I had no
We never missed
graduation.
graduation. We never skipped a graduation.
I never had a graduation. I never got emails, 2020.
That was,
Online.
No, I never, and that was during COVID.
You're online. Yeah. Al Harrington was the keynote. No, the first year was Juanita Brent was the keynote, and then the second year was Al Harrington. We did two in a row online, and this was one of the years.
I never got notified,
John is usually really good
I was
at notifying.
really mad about not having a graduation for it.
Yeah, we had a great. You know, it might have been COVID and folks weren't paying attention as much, but we had a graduation. I'll check.
I want to know how many people showed up at that graduation.
We had 70 people.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you remember?
Because I was like, we got 70 people at our graduation. Like 70 students were graduating.
So that's what I was. That's really why.
Yeah, we had a graduation.
If I asked her, I'm sorry.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna see you an email because I want to get that letter started. That's obviously good energy that folks want. All right, for sure. 2. Appreciate you. So yeah, let's get started the right way, right? Look at the classes. No. See the classes that are on there that you're thinking about taking.
Can you were you gonna go see if there was a paper?
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I don't think we really use them too much, but I'm gonna check.
I asked her, so I got the Minority Leadership Scholarship Award, but I don't have a copy of it.
I told you to get a hell of a lot of
And I'm sure you guys do in your file, in my file.
You know somebody.
Like the
I
letter?
could have that, yeah, like the letter that I wrote.
an impression of Simone right
See, you ain't supposed to don't tell her I did it.
And then,
I videotaped it.
like I ruined my transcripts.
You gonna tell me? Yeah, Mike done tell me.
By
She tell the
writing.
truth. Mike done told me he was talking trash about trying to act like me.
Now I'm gonna have to go
I'm writing on
Did you do
them.
me right? Did you act
that.
like me right? I was like,
I can't, I don't want, like,
You should be. I should go over and be able to print out a transcript. Let me get a picture
Okay.
with it real
I
quick.
always give
But
her,
I'll check it out.
always give her a plug. Hey, could you do me a favor?
Absolutely.
Take this picture
Yes,
of
I
us
can.
4. I want Mike in it.
You want to take it over here with the
Yeah.
CSC in the background?
It's like, let's get some of this,
Right.
branding that everybody's paid for.
Yeah. My boss said, if you don't take no pictures at that school, I'm gonna have, you may not have a job if you come back. I'm like, come on.
Just before?
Yeah.
Someone? I'm trying.
So, I mean, if you can figure that phone out, it's an old phone.
Oh, don't you worry, I got it. Oh, the nose.
Do you want in there? I can take a picture.
No, I don't want it in
Okay.
there. I'll just be the, I think your phone is fine. Just have it.
We'll look at that one for you.
Camera busy, camera unable to.
Just hit it. You can
just hit it.
just hit the white button.
I did.
It'll take some type of patience.
Right.
Okay, camera. Your battery saver mode, some features may be limited. Hold on, one more, this will look good too.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Everybody be safe.
Catch you on the flip side.
Yes, sir, yes. I'm just got my card.
Hi. Good, how are you?
All right, what you wanna do with the food and?
I'll take some of the food home because I haven't eaten yet.
Perfect, all right, we'll kinda close that up for you.
Okay. Yeah, pretty good. I don't know how much is left, so I'm not saying I want to take all of it.
I got you. As far as like I got, legislation, they always send me emails and stuff like that, what's going on. So,
Yeah, especially the federal stuff, I'm sure we'll be connecting
one
you
more
soon
in
with
this
this
whole,
rescheduling.
oh, I sent that, I used your website, and I did that.
Oh, okay, you're not.
Until,
Yeah, I appreciate it.
do this
We
bigger
actually
event
got-
I put a whole big
it's like a
toothpaste
standalone
letter on that
Minnesota
one.
in October,
So,
like over 2 months.
Oh, here you go, okay.
we,
That's great.
we had
Yeah,
over
man, and then we got the South, October,
25% of
November.
the comments came from our
So,
board.
yeah, man.
25% of all the
I
comments
wrote
were
about,
It's
like,
just
I
been
wrote
like-
a two-page comment.
I mean, this was a slower pace this summer, but still, it was like, still, you know, I still
I
did
appreciate
doing
it.
2 in
You all take
August.
care.
One in, at the end of June and one in July, and that one did not go smooth.
Yeah, you can
I
take
got
it.
caught up in the whole global outage
They'll just
thing.
go on your phone.
It's like in St. Louis.
I was wondering who was like,
Yeah, that's right.
in there, getting.
Give your phone.
The thing was is that I actually flew on the day
Yeah, QR button.
that it happened. I went to the airport. My flight was the only one on my airline that was not canceled. And so I knew getting on the plane that I might not get home on time, you know, on the way back. But I was like, if I don't go, then the workshop doesn't happen. Right. So, you know, so I went, and then 2 days later, they canceled my flight, and it was delayed, and canceled, and delayed, and canceled, and all that bullshit. So, you know, but it worked out. I'm still trying to, I gotta get my reimbursement from those schools.
No.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, so,
There you go.
I just got the paperwork, so I should be able to do that now. So, yeah, man, it was,
When you get
interesting
internet,
experience. They gave us, everything was
You got on airplane
hand,
mode.
you know, like, they didn't have, no trains. There was no announcements going on in the airport.
What you do is,
It was quiet.
I took a picture of the QR
You
code.
lived through, you gotta think about what you lived through in the past 5 years. Shoot, the past 20
Internet connection.
years.
Right.
From 9/11 to COVID, for the global outage where they were back to paper and pad because.
Dude, my ticket, my boarding pass, so what it was it was just
Oh, right
one
here.
flight being checked in.
Oh, okay.
But everybody had to check that flight.
Oh,
in,
okay.
because it was on my
Oh, okay, I
case.
got you.
And so you go, the person will go
Hold
to
on,
the
my
person
man.
manifest, and they will confirm your ID on there, then write your shit down on the actual boarding pass, like a physical piece of paper. And they wrote my name, and she kept saying, ask me, LOMUTD, right? I'm like, no, like it's an O at the end. I don't have a D at the end, like that's not a word. That's not a word, especially a capital D. So she writes it down that way. And I gotta go, because I'm like, dude, they are so fucking frazzled right now.
Yep.
Like, what, you know. So then I go to the flight, right? And of course, they have to give us the gate all the way to the end of the fucking terminal. I'm like, there's one flight.
Right, just pull it.
Just put it next to like
Right, pull it up to the
security.
front, we hop on right here.
Right? So, another thing that was funny too was so I went out there and I was like, they didn't put my, my TSA pre-check on the ticket.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, well, if you hand your ID to them, let's go put you in the TSA check line anyway, because maybe they scan your ID and you're good. So I scanned my ID, it was good. But then they put me back on the main line, and I was like, oh shit, my stuff is not packed for that, you know?
Right.
But then I get up there and I tell him, and he's like, oh, you know what, don't even worry about it. Only thing coming out today is, just take your shoes off and stuff, everything else is fine.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, So like, this could be like some crazy shit just happened, and you're all gonna be like, less security.
Right,
Right?
rather than shut this, you might let's just go.
It's like, you're just not even tripping at all,
That's
like.
crazy.
So then I get through, and then I have to go all the way to the end of the terminal, right? Not a big terminal, but still, you know, it was Minneapolis, okay. And so I go to the end of the terminal, and at the same time, Sandy was flying on Delta to Chicago.
Yeah.
And so we were getting each other reports. Delta on that side, they didn't cancel no flights initially, right?
Delta try to fly to me.
Delta, but see, here's the problem. But because of that, it's like some countries just went, everybody's canceled except for one,
Right.
and then it was fine, right? But Delta was like playing the game, and so she said that it was a madhouse over there. Everybody was pissed off. People everywhere on top of everybody, you know, nowhere to sit, nowhere to nothing, right? And her flight got delayed hours, you know. On my side, it was like the opposite. I'm chilling, it's quiet, you know.
Yeah.
I get up the counter, man. It was funny because they were actually boarding by name, but not in any order. They just were like going down the list of whatever they had.
You couldn't even guess where you were.
No. So you had to like figure out like, did they call my name or not, right? And then they called my name. I was like, what was I? I was Mr. Michael Lando.
No, my stuff's just
Oh,
all
I thought you
over.
said there was like something all over the back. I'm like,
This
what did I rub on?
This is what I do, so I just need to stop
Did he
doing
give
it.
you the information on the transcript that you needed?
So he told me that he thinks he can print me another transcript, and then I'll just reprint them off my printer.
Okay.
I'll print a couple, because that's how I got so many.
Yes.
Because the original one, they gave me, this was before I graduated.
Yeah, which meant pursuing, and now you got
Yes.
the, yeah, granted, so you'll probably just get the granted now.
Yes, and then I'll just reprint those and then get rid of these because they look so bad. I hate that I did that.
So then I'm on another
Well,
flight,
you didn't
and I couldn't
I
really
make
tell what was
mistakes like
going on, but then that flight starts
So
getting
silly.
delayed. Then it's like, I'm canceled. I cannot get
Pursuing, no,
through
I'm
customer
done.
service for
Like,
them.
how did I
Are
not?
you
I was still
working in the
thinking.
industry
On
yet?
chat or call.
No. And that
And,
was
like, they're like, well,
that was the number one thing that was really
we
bothering
get
me
the chat box,
because
like,
it
oh, well, let
was
me rebook
Yoshiko
it
that
for
was,
you. And then you go to rebook it all the way to the end, and then it's like, oh, there's a problem with rebooking.
We scheduled
So,
like
you know,
interviews
it was a
and
fucking shit show, man.
meetings
So I
and
finally,
stuff, and
I found out that
nothing just
apparently
ever fell
Southwest
through,
had no issues.
and she never actually helped me.
So it's
What are you
because-
looking
So they've been getting a lot of flack.
What,
because
what's your
well, it turned out
ultimate
that
goal
Saber
to
has
work where?
because
I'm
the
up
Microsoft
to be my
version they were using
own
was the same
business
one
owner.
from like 1998.
As a
So
dispensary? As
they
a-
Yes,
had
I
the same
actually,
clause
I
when they
made,
updated
and
it.
I have an
So
LLC
they didn't
in
have
my
any
name
delays,
right now.
outside normal delays.
I obviously
and
don't,
shit
I don't
all
have
the
a
time.
place for it yet, I don't have, but it's
were okay.
I want it to be a plaza,
Yeah,
but
so I bought a
on
$500
the
ticket there,
paper,
and just, I swooped
or
on
on
it, and I just was like, I'm going home in 2 days.
on the
I'm glad
paperwork,
I did, 'cause 2
it's
days
just
later, I still
stated
can't get
as
through
a
the fucking
dispensary,
Delta.
like attached to
And
a
at first it
like
was saying,
giant
we're not gonna, we
operation.
don't, and even when they send the email, it says we
Basically
won't
what I
reimburse,
want, like that's like the main thing of what
you
I
know, your
want, but
flights
like I
under the
wanted to
airline.
just, I want it to be big.
Yeah,
I'm aiming for
it's like I
something
couldn't
like
get a flight
that's,
under airline.
that's like
And I
a,
have places to be.
kinda like Cedar Point.
I ended up
Cedar
missing
Point's,
Black
there's
Canvas
only one
Expo.
Cedar Point.
Sure.
Because like by the
I
time
want
I got home, I was
something
fried
like
as fuck.
that.
It was like I would have had to turn
One-stop
around and
shop.
drive down
Yes,
2 days later.
and that's
We had
why I
so much other
want
shit to do that I fell behind on.
to
I
take
was like, you know
all
what?
of these
I just-
courses,
I
even
can't
though
do
I
it.
know I could go
I
online
was
and
like, I
look at
wasn't
everything,
speaking.
whatever,
So
but
I was
I
like,
have
I'm just gonna
all
bow
of the
out.
books. I have
There was enough
my
MCBA
entire
members, board
bookshelf
members
is
there
filled
ready
with
to
all
agree
the
with
cannabis
me there.
books, yeah.
It was
And
like,
a
she
few
ended up
more that I just
finding
bought
a
on my
couple of
own.
great leads for us,
I accidentally
you know,
bought
that
2 of the
we've been
same
working on,
books
so-
All right, boss.
from here
I'll holler
too.
at you. Yep, Simone text me back. We're gonna meet up next week.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, so we're gonna talk.
But I need
thank
like
you.
I appreciate
motivation,
you,
but
man.
the fact
Yeah.
that it's not in,
Hey, thank you.
in school anymore
That was
kind
a
of.
crazy week, man. It was fucking nuts. I'm still kind
You don't
of.
feel like you have the
I'm a
resource like you used
and
to.
like
I'm a
also the
hands-on
money, I still
learner.
gotta get the money
You know,
from
like
Delta
I
and
can
all that
sit
shit,
there
I
and
finally
study.
got
I'll
Airbnb
study
with
for
a friend.
hours, but like
I finally got her to send me the
hands-on
invoice,
I
is
think
and
you
when I
should
learn
that
most.
hopefully
Work
from them.
at a dispensary as an
It's the whole fucking
assistant
thing, you know?
manager.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yes.
But,
That's
you know,
exactly
part of
what
me
I'm
was
Connect
kinda
with
happy
Brian
it.
Adams.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
working
It's
at
kinda like,
Mars
you
right
know,
now.
like I
He's
said,
the
I'm
assistant
living
manager
nomadically
in
for
the
20-some years.
hiring.
Okay.
Of course
There's
I'll
a
buy
bunch
that.
of dispensaries that are
You know, I also feel
hiring
like a week
right
after
now.
9/11.
Yeah, I read
I
that
didn't even know
thing
it was
right
mine.
in there. And
I
I
had
get
a
so
bundle of
many
mine.
emails
I already had
that
a
say
flight
like,
booked.
oh,
To New
cannabis
York.
employment, da da da, and then I
To
go look at it
you know,
and
I grew up in
then
New York at
it's
one point, so I was supposed to go
so
home
far
to clear my
away.
head about some other shit.
But I mean,
So my
if
dad
it's a
actually bought me a plane
good,
ticket.
you know, if it's
And,
like good
45 minutes.
job
Yeah,
every
and
3 days after
a
you bought the
good
ticket.
pay, like I'm
And then I was
willing
like, I'm
to
still going.
drive
Try
or
I flew out there and that was the
that far
craziest
if I
experience,
have to.
man. Like,
That's what I
it's
would
crazy.
do, learn the business from
You
the
know?
inside out on someone
Yeah,
else's
man.
dime, right? And
Yes.
get
Yeah.
everything that you need to go do it for yourself. But
Yes.
you've
Yeah,
gotta
man,
do
it's
that
nuts.
first.
No, bro,
Yes.
I meant
For
what
at
I
least
said.
a
I
couple
appreciate
years.
the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because the first 6 months is just a rush of learning all the laws and all that.
Yes.
Then you get into the day-to-day grind stuff, and that's where you learn. So-
That's what I want.
Exactly, that's what
And
you
I
need to
feel
do.
like that's
Fuck, man, I
stuff that
forgot.
I
I
would be
wanted
such
to
a
take
fast
part.
learner with
That was
because
the
when
first
it comes to
time I
cannabis, I don't know, like I have knowledge, you know, and I think it's definitely from being here, but it's also from just kind of looking into things like on my phone and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Just see online, I'm gonna get my.
Oh, when I get like the entrepreneur thing in
Yeah.
the mail every month, that's about, it's the
I'm
cannabis
printing your
entrepreneur,
transcript right
He's printing your transcript right now.
thank you so much.
I'm gonna go to that email I just sent out to,
I appreciate you selecting us to be
Olivia.
part of the tour, man.
Oh, man, like, you know that, like. I
I'm
was
so
coming to
sad I
Cleveland,
missed
like, I was
it.
like, in my
So
head,
mad.
I was like, that's why I was like, I will, we moved the dates around how many times, because I was like, I wanna make sure it's here.
Yeah.
I just couldn't fathom going here and not doing it here.
Bloom is hiring big time right now.
Okay.
They have 5
Because I was
dispensaries in
working
Ohio.
on your stuff.
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they have Columbus,
Right?
they
I
have,
did the, that.
you'll have to go reach out and see, but
Khadijah.
Oh,
Khadijah had-
even
she
starting out as a
subcontracted me
bud
for bus
tender,
stuff.
that's what you
That was
start
one
out
thing. She
at.
brought me
So
on to
just
work with
imagine
you and
what
Kevin.
an
Yeah.
assistant manager would be.
So I was like, you know,
Um,
put
and
together.
here-
Yeah,
these guys to help you
nice.
guys get the,
What's your,
I booked you guys a bunch of.
Because I'm a general manager right now.
What's your
I got
email?
Kevin-
Just
I
forward
always
this to
remember
you.
story, 'cause I got Kevin on Montel, right?
Yeah,
Remember that
yeah, I
story?
remember he was on my tail.
Remember he showed up late?
I didn't even know.
You want me to type it in?
Shit,
Yeah,
so,
I'll just be
so
easier.
dude, so he fucking, so he tells me this after the fact, right? So we're talking afterwards.
Oh,
and,
okay.
You know, so I texted him, right?
My
He's
phone,
like,
my
hey,
phone's so
Can
sensitive.
you know, be on Montel?
Yeah, it's just a little different from mine. Not that different, but that slight difference.
He was kind
Wait,
of like waffling me.
oh my God, what am I doing?
All right, you know, he actually said he couldn't
Music.com.
do that day. So because he can do that, I would have found somebody else that could.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, and that
Yeah,
person was
click
like,
on
yeah,
that.
fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
and
like, out of the blue, he gets a text saying, you gonna be on Montel? I was like, yeah,
There you
fuck
go.
yeah. And so Kevin was like, I had to go back and forth
And,
to my date that
so
worked with Kevin.
try to get a hold of them.
And I was
I
thinking,
know-
all right, man.
They're
I just don't
probably-
have my general management on my resume right now.
Get
I know, I need
cannabis
to.
on there.
Oh, all my oh yes.
Okay, and you,
Cannabis
you'll
is
get
on
your
there.
transcript, so they hire a lot of our students, a lot, they really,
Yeah.
really like our students, so as soon as they see you're a graduate, they're gonna look at you.
And that I'm going, I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
He's like,
So
oh
there's
shit.
nothing
He's
in
like, I just showed
person.
up late to fucking.
I know he told me there was a couple things, like every 2 weeks or
He
something.
said he ended up having a great conversation with him.
About where you go in the
It was a
room,
great-
which we
yeah,
never did. We
right, yeah.
never,
Live
we never
learning
touched
labs,
the real,
yeah.
You know,
we
partner,
never
whoever
touched
it was,
the
that
real
booked it,
butt
she hit me up afterwards, that was great, you know.
Yeah.
So there's
So-
gonna be a couple that we're gonna be doing that, like, to the public,
But yeah,
and
so, you know,
inviting
that's what I'm
everybody,
saying, like, I
you know,
was working on
having
stuff,
kind of a
like,
lab,
I
whether
was
it be
reading about
learn
you,
how to
and I
cook,
put
learn
your
how to do
videos on
this,
shit before I
and just
actually-
let everybody come instead of just students. So that would be where, we'll have to connect them, and I'll tell you what's going on, so you can get some more education.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
wish
you sent
I
me all that
came
shit,
here
you know.
later.
I'm so glad we had a chance to do this.
It's
I'm
constantly
glad people
evolving.
showed up. They-
So-
Dude, it was just
It
great.
is, and it's just like, it wasn't,
Usually, I told people, you know, if
the
30 sign up, there's a
system wasn't here when I came here.
33%, I usually take that as the mill.
Yeah.
And-
We ended up right about the number.
Yeah, we did, but then when I looked around, I was like, damn.
No, we ended up right there, because like we had a few walk-ins.
Yep.
And high retention rate is, or whatever the number, whatever it's called, the high show-up rate, you know?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Shoot me, I need to get the folks' emails, just because there are a few people that I want to email.
Yeah, the sign-up list, man, I mean, you should have access to it. I think I sent it out in one of the emails, but I'll send it again.
Okay.
In my follow-up and everything anyway.
Okay,
So,
that
yeah.
document that you had right there, I know you got it, but that would have been perfect. That will be perfect.
Document?
These are your transcripts, I don't want you to
The
lose
document you
those.
had, the document that you were using for the check-in.
Oh, up front, yeah.
I
that's-
was just
No,
seeing
then
if
I gotta
there's
email
anything
Tina,
that I
Ashley,
didn't learn
for two
that I
people
could
for the sign
learn
and
real
learn,
quick.
for the sign on.
Go on, go back
Let me
on,
get your
you're,
transcript.
you're an alumni, so you should
I
go to the
just made an
alumni hall.
account.
Okay,
Yeah, I just made an account and I got accepted and so I'm a member now.
so now you'll start getting all the news feeds, you know,
Yes.
that stuff. All right, now, can I help you grab anything, Mike?
Yeah, I'm kind of just trying to figure this all
No,
out.
good.
So.
Do you want me to grab some of these for you?
Yeah, sure. Is that, I mean, I don't know how much.
So what I
it is.
did was
Yeah.
there were 2 green beans, I put them all in one.
Okay.
There were, so that's why, this one is
I don't think
actually
we need that many green
lasagna.
beans, but okay.
One's lasagna, one's green beans,
Okay.
and one's garlic bread.
Okay.
Okay, because we kind of combined them for you.
Okay. This seems like a lot of food, but.
Well, that's what's left. Here, I'll grab it, I'll grab it.
I mean, I'll take some of it, but.
No, she's gonna take it to the car for you.
Okay. I gotta live. But yeah.
You want me to drop you off at the hotel?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, let me do that. Then I
I'm
can get-
sorry, wait, did you give it to me?
No, I wanna go.
Oh,
grab it.
okay. I don't know, I have more questions.
Yeah, we gotta talk, I gotta connect with you a little later, 'cause I gotta get out of here.
Okay,
Well, let's set up a meeting and just have those conversations, I gotta run.
okay, I'm sorry, just give me
Yeah,
one
yeah,
moment.
take your time, I'm gonna grab the train.